you with us from Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Arkansas State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Catch in the middle, it's Furris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And the Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Here's the pressure. Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Red Wolves will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Pressure coming. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
He'll toss it. It's loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here comes the Heat. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. Stop just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Wolves need a massive chunk play to move the sticks. Third down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. The quick out. He gets it all the way play down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves. A great catch and run for 6.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for space. It's Turner. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by them.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. He flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Going right to work up top. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Back to throw, it's Rayner. It's complete on the right side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff view. The field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Tulane right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops the throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Gets it to him on the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters down in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. A couple of teams looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the double.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tulane comes to the line, needing less than a yard on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Got it in the middle, it's Rucker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure...
Unloads it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. They're setting up the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tulane. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bringing the heat. They've got the screen set up. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. On the move at the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cross. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callaway. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Cross. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Rayner. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. He'll start this drive firing. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Green Wave! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Got it behind the line. It's crossed. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 28. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. the defense. They've got him at the 27. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here tonight.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and